Peace. Gratitude, right? Uh, peace, peace, peace in the now of the one. Yeah. Oh, shit. The only now and the only one. I don't know. I do know one thing, though, that we did some absolutely brilliant energy work yesterday. Yesterday, I went to the United Nations as the cosmic Christ in the now and looked at it. That's all I needed to do. Looked at it, observed it, meditated on it, was with it, and cooked them. I don't think y'all understand how brilliant the work that we're doing is, how quantum the work that we're doing is, how on the surface of reality things they seem so normal to the others. Things just seem so normal, but there's nothing normal about what's going on. From what I'm gathering, it feels more like the collective of highly conscious beings are in the most literal way in control of what's going on a quantum level, and then eventually like we're gonna have the memory of how life was, and then eventually like people are not even gonna remember that life was the way that it was. It feels so quick, so intentional, and so obvious that it's not sticks and stones, it's not linear progression. It's no more linear progression. It's now progression. It's changing things in the now so deeply that those that thought that life was in a linear way, like you just keep going, no, it's not. You're gonna see things happen so quickly in what you call the third dimension. It's gonna blow your mind because you're gonna be like, oh, how the fuck is this happening so fast? You probably are already perceiving that in this dimension that you're in right now. You're seeing a collapse in real time, but a rise in real time as well. Now, we think that we want this and want that, and this is what I talked about before in regards to the soul introducing law of attraction to the vain human beings, because it knew that humans would just get a car and I want a house, and it's like, no, no, no. Study. You're gonna study the law of attraction. This is the soul speaking. You're gonna study like the live, share the live, give gifts if you feel called to, only if you feel called to. You're going to study the law of attraction. This is the soul. You're going to study law of attraction. You're going to deduce from this study that you have an effect on the physical world in some way, shape, or form. If I can attract something with my magnetics from being here, I can attract this cup. I can attract this cup into my life. What the fuck does that mean? That means that I have a tangible relationship and effect on the cup itself. Okay. So if you keep going deeper in that, keep going deeper in that understanding, keep going deeper, 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 you start to realize, oh fucking shit, I have an intimate relationship with life and an effect on it. And the most powerful ones of us, are affecting not only this planet, the realm itself, the entirety of it. Cosmic Christs. This is not play. This is not baby shit. This is God shit. And you that. Ah, yes. Yes. Yeah. Like the live, share the live, give gifts if you feel called to, only if you feel called to. I appreciate every single one of you as if you are me, because you quite literally are me. And man, yesterday, see, look, the day, because we still have this idea of measuring the days and measuring the moments and the celestial bodies and all of that beautiful stuff is happening. But within that, there's this power vacuum that we're fucking sucking up with our brilliance, not pieces of paper, suits and ties, right? They go to these places, sign these papers, and do these things and still have to go home and feel the same energy that we're feeling. They just can't digest it the way that we can because we're actually doing the fucking work. So rest assured, the people that you call powerful and elite, they feel the ascension symptoms too. They can't not. It's fucking pressure. And it has humanity on fire in many ways. And those that are the ascended ones, those that are the masters, those that have come back to do the work before anybody even knew what the work was, those that came back to be in front of their family and karmic ties as you be a new being and them laugh at you, joke on you, not understand what you're attempting to do on the level of the atom. That's what you're doing, gangsta. You like that. We the ones we the new gangsters. We really like that. It's easy for me to go up to somebody and harm them. That's light shit. That's easy. It's harder to bear the weight energetically of the collective in their psychotic fucking minds. And to do it consciously. Oh, I hear it. I feel the energy of the collective. I feel it. I'm the fucking alchemist. That's what we do. Now that's gangster. And your causal body is filled with all of that. Everything that you've done, everything that you've thought, everything that you've felt throughout this ascension process. The loneliness, the fear, the hope, the joy, all of it. You are being rewarded step by step in a divine inheritance that you never had to earn. You just had to prove to the universe that your mission didn't corrupt you. Game over. I'm good, ain't I? You were inherently worthy. You were born worthy. You were the fucking reason why you came here, because you were more than worthy. You had the power to do it, is the reason why you incarnated. But you had a mission. You can liken yourself to the divine spy. Like the live, share the live, give gifts if you feel called to. You can liken yourself to a divine spy. Yeah? Like I said before, Donnie Brasco, like those movies where you went undercover and completely had a memory wipe. But this time you actually had a memory wipe. They go in these movies, they go undercover and they still have their memory of their life and stuff and things like that. In this one, you have a memory wipe and forget your mission completely. So like I said, you were born, you were inherently worthy. The universe, your innerverse, soul, the real you, was testing you to see if your mission corrupted you, to see if you've gotten through it, got past the attachments, got past the illusions, got past all the things that you came to transmute as opposed to attaching to and becoming. For some, that's frightening because they've been on the mission for so long and have become the mission so deeply that they've ingrained their identity with the mission. That's who I am. I am the mission. No. Yes, you are, yeah, you are the mission. But the identity, personality, that whole karmic cycle, that's not who you are. You're the reason the fucking sun shines. You're the reason that this earth plane is here. And anybody walking on the stage of the earth plane that doesn't remember this is simply along for the ride, and they chose that mission to be in a forgetful state so that you can see your majesty at work. They're actually working for you. The entirety of it, all of them. They're going to show and prove to you that you're powerful because they were designed to do that. I'm talking about this fucking entire realm. We are in charge. It'd be hard when you're young and waking up. How old are you? And I'm going to give you an example of what's hard. We are the Cosmic Christ. 17, absolutely powerful 17. Lock in with me. Now 17, I'll take your 17 at the end of time, and I'll raise you 22 in 2012, right? So I'm just trying to give you an example of, with 17 people in the chat, of what it's like to be on this journey despite age, right? At 22 in 2012, I can list the amount of people that were on YouTube that were speaking about these different concepts, the Bobby Hammonds, the Greg Bradens, right? The Ralph Smarts, right? These different, there weren't many. I can name them on hand. So at that time, we were blazing the trail. So right now, energetically, you're more safe than your mind is allowing you to think, because we've already brought in multidimensionality, right? So that you can travel that consciously and without fear. But you probably are going through your thing and feeling like fear and all that other stuff. When you're 17, lock in. You're in a moment in time where you're going to be the fucking greatest. With this wisdom and awareness at this point in time, you have an advantage that most human beings have never even experienced. They have no frame of reference for the energy that you're carrying. So be that energy fearlessly and right in front of them, and they gonna bow the fuck down. They have to. Not in an egoic way, not in a you're a better way, not like that, but in the ways of, wow, you're expressing to me something that feels so divine that I must begin to listen. It's not, no, not about the ego you, but whatever the fuck is coming off of you is expansive. And why wouldn't I listen to that? I don't give a fuck if you're 17 or not, right? This is what happened to me at 22. I displayed such wisdom that even the 50-year-olds, the 70-year-olds, the age, they were like, whoa, how the fuck? It gets to the point where they can't believe it almost. Like, how the fuck? Because you're displaying to them that the body vehicle has no bearing on my soul. My soul's going to incarnate whenever it's ready. My soul's going to incarnate whenever it's ready. It doesn't give a fuck if I was 5. If my body was ready at 5, it would have fully incarnated at 5. But it was like, all right, let's wait. Let's give it 22 years. Same thing with you. Let me give you 17. Yeah, I'll give you 17 years and I'm jumping in. You better be ready. And you're ready. You could come on. Like, there wasn't a TikTok where there was so many different versions of us that are out there. There wasn't a TikTok. There was barely. The Instagram had just came out at this time. Facebook was popping. MySpace had just died out. So there weren't many nodes that you can interact with. So for the cosmic Christ within me, it was a lonely road. It was a lonely road. I'm 35 years old. Don't look it, because I'm the cosmic Christ. But it was a lonely road because from my vantage point, it was up to me. And anybody that I would meet, even in spiritual circles, it's like that threshold they couldn't break past certain shit. I'm like, you still stuck in time and matter. I'm going off the deep end so that those who come after me won't have to go through the same things as I did. I went off the deep end. Not about me, but I'm just giving an example of how it feels to be in this at a young age, as a young man, right? And your friends not getting it. The people around you like bugging out, like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Right? Lock in. This is the path. This is the journey. This is the travel. And for those in linear time, you could see the progression. So from 2012 to now, the ascension process has been absolutely powerful and potent. For a lot of you, it's been from 2020 to now, because the pandemic woke a lot of y'all up because it gave you isolation, and that was the purpose of it. Even when they try to do things nefariously, soul uses it for your betterment. Everything works out for me, right? Say it. Say it. Good. Everything works out for me. And that's what the pandemic was. It worked out for the soul. Those that were in time that had nefarious intentions thought that they were going to use it against you, but the soul used it against them. 33 people in the chat. Ascended Masters are in the building in the now. In the now. Yes, after that, Honey Trap, isolated, heal, exactly. 2025 started his intervention. Peace. 2023 for me, wow. Wow, I love y'all. 2018 for you, beautiful. 2008, absolutely stunning human fucking souls. Now, what are we doing? We're acting as stabilizers. We're acting as energetic points of consciousness that are. See, when you go within and you start going to zero and you start really going deep within yourself, when you're really doing the work for real in real time, you become that conduit. You become the conduit for cosmic consciousness. This is not a fucking platitude and something that you're just saying. This is something that you're becoming in front of the humans. And they can feel you. It's measurable. If these beings measured you, they'd want to cut you open. If they measured you at this point, because you don't really understand what you're doing, you've been mutating like fucking X-Men. It's like we're at the precipice of becoming the new fucking human. And if they studied you right now, they'd be like, what the fuck is this being? They'd chalk it up to some type of fucking like, you're mutating. They'd be like, what the fuck is what is this DNA coding? What's going on with this being? We got to study this one. They'd realize that you were the extraterrestrial. You were bringing in the extraterrestrial codes. You were first contact. You were the one. Peace. The attacks are crazy, fam. Hey, well, nobody said it was easy. Nobody said this was gonna be easy, y'all. But if you make it fun, it'll be fun. If you make it dreadful, it'll be dreadful. Period. You got to turn it into fun. You got to turn you got to start seeing it like you're in a. See, the problem is that we don't truly look at reality like we're immersed in a 3D movie. We're immersed in it, a movie nonetheless. I could die right now, and all will be well. I could come back anytime, do what I want. I can do what I want. We're so attached to these fucking bodies that everything's so serious. Oh my God, no, relax. Is this Ready Player One or not? Are you dreaming or not? Are you dreaming or not? Well, if you are, then chill the fuck out and dream. The attacks are part of confirmation. The attacks are a part of the dream. Look, we're getting attacked right now. Watch this. Look, watch this shit. It's all day. They can't help it because that's their nature, these versions of us. You see that? What's that? Why direct one? What are you doing? Why are you doing that? Yeah, you're flying directly in the path of the great one. The great mirror of my inner sun. You're flying directly in the fucking path. You can't tell me that you're not flying directly in the path. You are. You're trying to block it out. Why? Because that's my physical representation of my inner sun in the now or forever. As if any of those fucking toxic clouds are gonna matter to Ascended Master that's embodied now. It's game over. You can do whatever you want. Or try to. All I'm gonna do is just look at it like, dissipate, and it's gonna dissipate. That eye will shoot open. Yes, yeah. Just look at the sun as much. Peace. Y'all like the live, share the live, give gifts if you feel called to, only if you feel called to. Support those that are helping you. Remember, this is New Earth School. We not tripping on nothing they got going on. We shouldn't trip. Why? Because as we do this, we are in our portal. We are in our own bubble of synchronicity, our own creation. And from there, we trickle out waves of conscious fucking thought, energy, brilliance, and healing. And we trickle that out into to the consensus reality, the one that everybody thinks is the actual reality. And they feel that. They feel you coming. They know you coming. Like I said, I went to the United Nations yesterday. I cooked some shit yesterday. Expect announcements. I say this every time. I did it in Egypt. I did the same thing. When are you going to finally get it? That's what I'm doing. When are you going to finally get that's what I'm doing? When I was in Egypt, if you was in Egypt with me, you'll remember me saying this, peace. You'll remember me saying this. I was in Egypt and I was fasting, and I said, hey, now that I'm fasting, I know who I am. I remember who I am. Not to be egoic, but I am Christ. Aren't I? You are too, but I'm claiming it to be that for me. I'm Christ. I'm not eating. Since Christ isn't eating, since Christ is fasting, expect announcements. Not even a day later. Not even a day later, they announced that there were structures underneath the pyramids. I was in Egypt at the time. And I told y'all, expect announcements. And the next day, they announced, oh, coincidence. If you say so. Lock in. This is what's happening. Deeply you must go. You could dwell on the surface if you want all day. You can dwell on the surface if you want. But your cosmic inheritance is waiting for you. It's waiting for you to claim it. And you ain't got to do shit but claim it. Once claimed, activation will occur. Events will happen. People will come into your life. People will fall out of your life. This is the nature of it, right? False prophet, peace to you in the now of the one. Show me a real one. Like the live, share the live, give gifts if you feel called to, only if you feel called to. You're speaking to the greatest amongst us. And you just don't remember. So I gotta treat you like you don't remember. I gotta treat you like you don't remember. I mean, you think you're the first person to comment something like that? He thinks he's the first one. Cute. Like the live, share the live, give gifts if you feel called to. You wouldn't know the prophet if he fucking smacked you. You wouldn't know the prophet if he smacked you. Boop. Prophet? You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. Because you think everybody's just humans walking around here. And you waiting for somebody to come out the sky. I came out of a vagina, just like your prophet. And I'm back. What are you talking about? Peace. Right? Come on now. Yahweh, no, you're missing the fucking rapture now. Waiting. It's an inward rapture. Lock in. You're missing the ascension now. You're getting left behind, Luke. But don't worry. That was your journey. You signed up for it. You say, you know what? I'm going to be Luke. And I'm not going to remember at the end of time. That's what you signed up for. And you said, I'm going to go into this guy named Moon Man T's live, this avatar. And I'm going to say false prophet. And he's going to say this. Like the live, share the live, give gifts if you feel called to, only if you feel called to. I appreciate every single one of you as if you are me because you are me. How many days you fast? I haven't done a fast in a little minute, if I'm being quite honest. I've just been drinking a lot of water, but when I do eat, I'll have like cashews, nuts, and stuff like that. And when I'm being a bad boy, I'll have pizza. Just me being honest. But it's a necessity to fast in these times because the energy is way too powerful. Right now, I've just been drinking water, and I got my selenite in the water with some chlorophyll in the now of forever. Fast 40 days and 40 nights, prophet. I'm the king in the now of forever land. I don't got to prove anything. What are you talking about? You're in the now of the Christ. Prove it. Oh, my humans. Oh, my humans. It's so silly. Like the live, share the live. Let's continue. Cosmic Mizzy, thank you. Truth and Chaos, I appreciate you. I really, really do. Here we go. Let the lost souls be lost. They come in control because they have no energy. So they're looking for sources of energy, right? Because they have no control over their lives. So they try to find anything to have control over. Let me go on these lives and just debate with people. If you know who your prophet is, wait for him. Wait for him. Go wait for him. You should be praying. You shouldn't be on the opposite side within this devilish energy. Why are you even in this energy? Would your prophet want you to be here? Unless you're the prophet, of course, and you came to save everybody, like you're probably going to say, well, I just came to spread the word. Oh, that's what they all say. Like the live, share the live, you came to get some energy. Like the live, share the live, give gifts if you feel called to. You feel this shit, don't you? Like the live, share the live, give gifts if you feel called to. Only if you feel called to. They always feel it. They always feel it. They feel the power that you emit. They feel it. They hunting you, chasing you. And if they can't get you physically, they're going to look on the live and try to get it. Make sense? Of course it does. Let's go. Ah. Not for the, look, not for the sake of manifestation. Not for the sake of manifestation. The fact that you're doing it not for the sake of manifestation is going to award you things that you can't even fucking imagine. I'm talking about they're going to give it up here. All I want is a little. They're going to want to give up all of their riches just to get a taste of the energy that you're giving off. Because listen, they fed on the energy of fear, jealousy, ego, rage. That energy was the energy of the Piscean age. And in that energy, those who lived that way ruled the day. They were allowed to. It was the Piscean age. That's the energy of Pisces. They were allowed to do it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But now that we've ended that age and energetically human beings, the planet Earth in this particular realm, are now in a new vibratory frequency, that frequency isn't allowing for the opposite. So anybody that had control is being drained. Why? Because they were using your energy to be fueled. And now you don't give a fuck about them. So what will they do? It was never about the money. The money was to harvest your energy. That's all. But now that even as an awakened soul and you go to work and you think you do the thing, you do the money thing, you're not attached to it the same way you were. So that's still taking away from them. We need you to be stressed. We don't need you going into work smiling and happy-go-lucky. That's why the people at work, when you smile and happy-go-lucky, they hate that shit because they're entrenched in it in the third dimension. You may be somebody that goes to work, but you're in your fucking heightened brilliance. And you're like, hey, what's today? What's today hold? And they're like, nah, we got to knock that down. You got to knock that down a notch. You're too energetic. Now imagine, if you will, millions and millions and millions of human souls remembering who they are, remembering that money was a ritual, remembering that it was never about the wars, it was never about the media, it was never about the movies, it was never about any of that. It was about how all of those things made you feel. That's all it was. Once you snatch your cosmic energy back, once you snatch your quantum energy back, once you call it back with me. I call back all of my energy from any place, space, time, entity, energy, being who is attempting to siphon my energy. I take it back and I bring it forth within my own aura. And I spread it as I will to conscious technology, to conscious exchange, to conscious realizations, to remembrance for humanity. That's palpable energy. Can you do that for me? Can you do it for you? It's tangible. Okay, let me do an experiment. If you don't think it's tangible, get mad real quick. Don't you be feeling it? When you mad, you feel it. And when you mad, they feel it. Come on, it breeds tangible results. So why not feel good? Lock in with me. Another thing. This is fucked. This is fucked. If you're not on your shit, you're going to get cooked. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm just going to be honest. If you're not on your shit, this energy is going to cook you. It's going to cook you. It's demanding the best from you. It's not asking, hey, you want to be better? It's saying you better be better or I'm dropping you. That's what the body's saying. You better be better or I'm dropping you. Because the energy that's coming in, the body has to be able to withstand it. And if it can't withstand it, this is why you're seeing people go fucking crazy. This is why you're seeing them go crazy. Because the energy that's coming in is so palpable, so powerful, that they don't know how to handle it. They don't know how to transmute it. They don't know how to adjust to it. So they just look for, they don't know. They, fuck you, they wilding out. The energy, lock in, the energy demands clear channels. It needs a clear channel. And if you're not clear, it's gonna fuck you up. Like the live, share the live, give gifts if you feel good. Your thoughts on that's over. It's over. Listen. Thoughts on a reincarnation trap. Listen to me. All of that is over. It's over. If we're here as so-called reincarnating beings talking about reincarnation, what does that tell you? That tells you that this is the moment where we realize it and that we stop the loop. We stop the loop just by having this conversation, just by integrating it, just by remembering. This is the last one that will live in this way. This is the last life that human beings will live in a forgetful way. Look at the fucking kids. Look at them. Listen to them. They're up. They remember. They're souls. They just got little baby bodies. The game's over. You're the only one pretending because you're a programmed adult at the end of time. Soul has returned through everything. Through everything. And hopefully you. And if not, you'll come in and call me a false prophet. And I'll smile. And say maybe one day you'll get it. Thank you so much, Ash. Buys, peace, in the now. Grand Rising. The kids are trying to get our attention while they still have their inner being. They get it. They remember. They're already up. They see right through you. I see right through you. All your pretenses, all your masks. I see right through it. You can't fuck with me. That's what they want to say. They can't say it. But that's what they want to say. Whatever. I'll stay in a child's place then, I guess. But when I get to that, think about this. Really think about the timeline of existence and how things are going right now. Each era is better than the last. So as a 90s baby, I was born in 1990. As a 90s baby, I am way more wise than my mom and dad. Well, my father was a fucking G. He was God on earth. But I know I've surpassed him. Listen to me. This is why you have people in the chat that are 17 years old. Wait. You supposed to be being fucking in high school and doing like the bot shit. Why are you awakened? Why are you God again? Because it was the time, the age of the bodies don't matter. The age in which we're in matters, which is the age of Aquarius. And soul and energy don't give a fuck about how old your body is. I'm jumping in. You 7, I'm jumping in. Fuck it, you ready? Is that why my child told me she off it what? I don't know what you mean. You gotta rewrite that. Shit, I'm 19, but I definitely am a lot wiser, not older. You're wise. No, I mean, we can't say old. I'm not talking about in the body. Right, I awakened at 11, I bet. Age of Aquarius is over. Peace in the now of the one in your bot energy. I am the age of Aquarius, in the now of forever. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I love a little, I call y'all the sword sharpeners. Y'all come in with y'all, and I just, I sharpen my sword on y'all. Here we go. Whatever. Like, what are you talking about? Here we go. I love you, though. Do you believe that we could get spiritually attacked? Listen to me. Yeah. Fuck you. Would you? If I was fuck you, and I was like fuck you, and you were sensitive enough, you'd feel the attack. That's an attack. That's another version of you spreading some fucking energy. But the beauty of what I'm speaking of is that you are the greatest transmuter that's ever lived. You are the grand alchemist. You are the alchemist. You're the one who feels the energy of existence and doesn't react. Most human beings are reactive because the energy that they're feeling, it's as if someone comes up to me and says, fuck you, eat one, right? I feel that in my body as if it's me feeling it, as if it's me emitting it. It feels like I'm the one emitting it, and I just gotta express it. No, the grand alchemist feels it. What's that? That's some crazy energy right there. Let me use that. That. Or you just returned it to sender. But we not in the age of Aquarius, gang. Have a great life and eat a vegan burrito. Take peace in the now of the one. All right, what are we in? Enlighten us. Don't just say this is not what we're in. Don't just say that what you're saying is wrong. Tell us what it is so we can be enlightened and remember as well. We want to be just like you. Let me pin this because I like that. We don't run from nothing. You could come up too if you want. You could come up if you want. If you feel like you know, enlighten us. The class is yours. You know how when we had the classes? Confirmation. You know how when we had the classes back in the day and you'd interrupt the class, you'd be like, ah, ah, and the teacher would be like, well, come up to the front if you think you can teach the class. Johnny, come up to the front. Come up to the front. Peace. They don't ever want to face you though because this is I am ChatGPT. The living one. The living one. Yeah. Peace. Like the live, share the live, give gifts if you feel called to, only if you feel called to. Come to the front. Come to the front. I usually don't even do that, but you know, everybody. I was like, all right, so tell me what it is then. Sitting in the back of the class with the black hoodie, like, yeah, you know, shit, feeling like that nigga, you already know that nigga ain't really fucking with me like that, cause shut up, teacher. Like, bro, say something of substance. People hear you say what you think it is, and their rebuttal is, it's not that. All right, so what is it? Enlighten me. Display your intellect and wisdom to me. Peace. Like the live, share the live, give gifts if you feel called to, only if you feel called to. This is Ascension class, and I am no one. I'm not saying that I'm not, what? I'm you. This is what I keep displaying to you, but most people don't get it yet. They keep thinking they're seeing, I don't know what y'all think y'all seeing. I don't know. But I exist in your awareness. Are you aware? Who's aware? Who has an awareness? Right? Any of you have an awareness? If yes, then aren't I in that awareness? Is it dawning on you yet? Every fucking thing is in your awareness. It lives in your awareness. It lives in your awareness. It lives in it. In your awareness. It lives in my awareness. It sings for me. It shines for me. It's only happening because you're here. So when are you going to slow the fuck down and appreciate it? Please like the live, share the live, give gifts if you feel called to, only if you feel called to. I appreciate every single one of you as if you are me because you are me. Who else are you? What? I'm my name. No, you're not. I'm what I went through. No, you're not. That's a fucking illusion. You just went through it so that you can remember who you actually are. The great one. The grand one. The GOAT. The Hall of Fame player. The Hall of Fame player. The one who played the game of life on extreme. You know what you've been through? When you press the button, you put the VR headset on, so to speak. I'm not saying that that's what it is, because everybody, well, VR, what are you talking about? That's a spirit. Relax. Everybody, so to speak. You put the VR headset on and you pressed extreme, and you went in this bitch and you forgot. And you played and you went and you cried and you relationship and you this and you that, and you went here, you went there, you forgot, you lost money, you got money, all that life stuff. That was the fucking game on extreme mode. And then the player, the real you, the highest version of you, started putting the cheat codes in left, down, right, up, R1, R2, L1, L2, left, down, right, up, bing, 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 bing. And then you just started to, whoa. How am I so aware out of nowhere? What the fuck? And you started to realize shit. You started to get it. You're like, what is this? What am I in? What are we in? Are we going to talk about this? Anybody want to talk? Oh, no, you're just going to keep... All right, cool. Great. Anybody want to have a fucking conversation about the fact that we rise from some crazy-ass realm where I can do anything that I want. I can fly, I can have sex, I can pop an apple, I can turn this, that, and blah, blah, and then I come back to this where everything seems kind of like that, but like stuck. Like, what's going on? What the fuck am I in? No one wanted to question it. Everybody just wanted to live it because there was no memory of it. There was pockets of memories where there were where there were dreamers who came back to the dream of life and remembered, and they wrote books and they made videos. And then some people were so interested energetically that they'd watch that video and read that book, and then they go on their travel and they go on their journey. And then they remember, and then they might have written a book, right? And it keeps going on until we get to when? The now, where we realize that it was all in our minds. The books included. The me included. We should not... Those of us at that level, for real. I'm talking about those of us at that level. For real. Should be within ourselves as much as we can. Do the action stuff. Take the action steps. You damn right. I take my action steps. I do my thing. I come on here. I get it in. I'm about to. You know what I'm about to be. You know what I'm about to be. I don't gotta say it. I'm about to be that. So I do the action stuff. I do the physical stuff. I balance it. But I'm inward more than anything. Let me show you something. Watch this shit. If you guys want to support, hit the PayPal. I don't care if it's $1. It means the world. Lock in with me. I do more inner work than the people around me. They do more outer work than I do. But I have more tangible results in my outer work than they could ever fucking possibly imagine. And they see it. They watch it. They're like, how the fuck? It be feeling like you don't do nothing. But you have albums and books. And you've traveled the world and you've done this. How the fuck are you doing this? Because I don't exist within time. I only seem to. I come back to visit y'all real quick. Yo, what's good? How y'all doing? Okay, I'll be back. And then when I come back, what I do means even more because of the energy that I'm putting into it. It's the energy. People are going to be drawn to it. People are drawn to energy. People aren't... See, I'm going to give you a grand example. Here's a grand example of it's all energy. Peace. Let me unblock this so I can show everybody, because I like shit like this. I love y'all. Y'all. Sid said you don't know shit. I love you, Sid. Thank you for sharpening my sword, my sweet bot. That's why I built you. Listen, here we go. When I buy a Ferrari, let's say I bought a Ferrari, or the average person buys a Ferrari, what is the intent underneath buying the Ferrari? Okay, I'm going to tell you. If I buy this Ferrari and I vroom down the street, I'm going to get what? What am I going to get? I'm going to get attention. I'm going to get energy. Listen to what I'm saying to you. Listen to what I'm saying to you. When I pull up on a night on the town and I'm smelling good and I got the joint on, why did I do that? To be attractive, to get energy from the women, from whoever the fuck I want to get attention from. It's all about energy. But the means in which we get other people's energies is covert. Make sure I smell good. Make sure I look good. Make sure I got the nice car. Make sure I can show you my bank account, because if I show you my bank account, you will fucking spill over your energy. Like, oh, it's energy. But what happens when none of that shit means anything? What happens when you soak up so much energy from nature, from the sun, from your inner world, and you're shining and you're emitting it without... See, this is why these great masters are so attractive to people, and they don't got none of the new shit. They don't got none of that. But people are willing to give it to them. People are willing just to sit next to them. Just to sit, and I just want to sit next to you, bro. They not gonna say it, a lot of them ain't. But it's never been about the covert ways that I can get your energy. It's always just been about me gathering energy from within. People misplace this search for energy in the things. I got the mansion, I got the this, I got the that, and if I can display it to you on Instagram, or if it don't mean nothing if I can't show you. None of the shit that I got means anything if I can't show you, because if I can't show you, then I'm not getting any energy, any awe and reverence from you. I need your awe and reverence for my mansion. I need your awe and reverence for the shit that I just bought. It wouldn't mean anything about... The neighbor is not gonna buy the new car. You know how the neighbors be having wars and stuff. Look at my lawn, look at my lawn. I got the new car. Well, it's all energy. It's all, this whole shit is energy. But when you don't give a fuck, they feel that you don't give a fuck. That's why, like, if you, like, say you're in the energy dynamics within, like relationships. Let's say that, right? Just another example, right? If we're in a relationship and I pull back, you're gonna feel that. It's energy. You're like, what is that? It's energy. It's all energy. But if you're whole, like if I'm whole, you're whole, and I pull back, you're like, oh, they pull back, bet. All right, whatever. All right, cool. If you're not whole within yourself, meaning you haven't gained enough universal energies to not give a fuck about whatever anybody fucking does in your life, then you're gonna feel a void. It's gonna feel like there's a void missing because you spent energy that you didn't have to spend. Oh my, didn't you? You didn't gather enough to be able to spend it. You're not whole enough to be able to spend this energy right now, right? Lock in. Wholeness, peace. I gotta stop saying it too. I'm gonna start saying wholeness. But I like peace, even though it's peace, but here we go. I love y'all. You're fools. Why have you been stuck in the third dimension 42,000? What are you talking about? The now is all that there is. 42,000. How do you know I didn't just get here? How do you know you didn't just get here? That's what I'm suggesting to you. I'm suggesting to you that we're quantum beings. That the past is an encodement within our DNA. That's why genes pass down, so that you can express those genes. You can express it through you. Express that information that the so-called person that came before you passed down. It's all an illusion. It's a hologram. It's holographic. When you study the material world, when you study it for real, you realize that none of it is what it seems to be. And the conscious observer is popping themselves into existence in any given moment. It's been you, but you're the one stuck in the third dimension because you think in terms of time. You're thinking about 26,000 and 45,000 year cycles. I'm in the now of forever, where all of that resides. Y'all keep compartmentalizing consciousness, compartmentalizing reality through space and time. And this is the reason why your manifestations are delayed. Because you haven't collapsed time fully. You haven't collapsed time fully. When you collapse time, everything is at your disposal. All you got to do is make a choice. Boom, collapsed. Bing, manifestation. This is the realms that we're in now, believe it or not. But your belief system will garner results. So you might want to believe a little higher. You might want to get a little better with what you actually believe. That will turn eventually into a knowing. I appreciate y'all. Y'all make sure y'all like the live, share the live, give gifts if you feel called to, only if you feel called to. Keep on trolling me. It makes me better. I love it. Time is made for aging. Time is a buffer. That's all time is. Time is a buffer, so to speak. It's a buffer. Listen to what I'm about to tell you. Just listen to me. In the dream world, we got to go back to the dream because it's very important. When you rest this body, when you lay this physical avatar down and go back home, that's really what the dream is. When you go back there, listen. There, things manifest instantaneously. Things manifest instantaneously. There's no time delay. Listen, there's no time delay in the dream realm. Here, there's a time delay. Why? Because you're a fucking psycho while you're here. The things you think, if they manifested instantly, the world would blow the fuck up because you're a fucking psychopath. We all have that tendency to monkey mind brain, everything. If your thoughts manifested instantaneously the same way they do in your dream realm, we'd all be fucked. This is the reason why we had space and time, to create a buffer between what we think, feel, imagine, and what comes on the screen of life. Why we're not stuck in the, you see, you're stuck. You're stuck. You're stuck in the third dimension. You're stuck. Speak for yourself. Speak for yourself. We're already How do you collapse time? By being, listen, the now is all that exists, okay? This is known. The now is all that exists, all that ever exists or ever will exist. In that now, you control the so-called future by being in the now. Listen to what I'm trying to convey to you. I'm still in the now. 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 It is still the now. When you begin to think about something with interest, you just left the now and went into Foreverland or the imagination, to the ethers. You went to the realms of, you went to forever in your mind. But where'd you go? More than likely, you're thinking about the bills. More than likely, you're thinking and using your cosmic Christ energy to think about something. You're imagining something. You're creating time. You're creating situations and scenarios and you don't even know it. When you think, when you daydream, when you're going, see, the realms of thought materialize into the realms of form. So when you're thinking, you're going into the realms of thought. You're going into the astrals. You're going into the higher dimensional realities. And you're pulling from there the bills, because that's what you're thinking about. So all the fuck you think about. So those are saying, oh, the third dimension, yeah, you're there. You're in the third dimension. It only seems that I'm in the third dimension. This is what I trickle down into to give you this message. I'm multidimensional and I'm pulling in those dimensions into this one. The point of this one, what's the point of this one? The point of this one, lock in. The point of this one was to transmute this particular experience into a higher dimensional reality. That's why you are the bridge from physical to spirit. This is the reason why we're starting to have these crazy encounters and these crazy, three-eye atlas and these different coronal mass ejections and all of these things that are happening. It's happening because you're going within your own consciousness. The reason for any of this in the first place, you're going within your own consciousness, reading it, feeling it, sensing it, being with it, realizing that when you open your eyes, you're instantly projecting a reality around you. There is no time. There's only the now, but you've created in yourself. You've built within yourself a reality. Oh, you did it. You did it. You did it. Or not. Or you're living in the world of a being who did. Let's talk about it. Or you're living in the world of a being who did. Lock in with me. Lock in with me. For those that don't remember, for those that are still operating on a third dimensional system, for those that still think linear time and someone who is in this space with you, who is vibrating higher dimensional energy outwardly into their hologram, and their synchronicities are plenty. Let me give you an example. If you're sitting next to me and you don't believe any of this stuff, and I just know it, and I say, hey, 5 Lamborghinis drive down the street right now. And then those 5 Lamborghinis drive down the street and you see it from your third dimensional mind, you're like, oh, luck, that's luck. From my fifth dimensional mind, I'm creating reality. So are you in my world or I'm in yours? Because your effect on reality is nil. My effect on reality is fucking 5 Lambos coming down the street. So who's in charge? Who's in charge? The one who's in the now. The one who's in the now that collapses time. Time is being collapsed by you the more you stay in the now. When you keep thinking linearly, when you keep thinking, even as I don't give a fuck if your flight is 5 hours, you're in the now for that 5 hours. Yesterday I saw many Lambos. Ha 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 ha. Peace. Peace in the now of the one. What'd he say? What was that guy? What was his name? What was his name? Nobody knows his name because he's blocked. Get him out of here. You're just talking. I don't got time for it. I'll see you and I'll probably never see you. I'll probably never see you. You're not a main character, friend. With love, with respect. You one of those bots. And y'all can't see that comment because it's just not there. Get him out of here. Not the main character, bud. You're a prop. With respect. with respect, you're giving off prop energy. Well, yeah, the third dimension, ego. Bro, what are you talking about? If you knew who you were and you heard me claim who I was, you'd love me. Because you'd know that I'm doing the work that you be doing. It's as simple as that. When you on this shit, like, fuck that, that means that you're just not doing the work because you don't get it. You're not doing the work. You don't get it. When I come on other people's lives, I watch many people's lives. I be like, yeah, fuck, you talking that shit. Why? Because I know I'm doing the work. I'm not void of the work. I'm doing the work. So when somebody's talking that shit, yeah, I'm God, I'm the one, I'm like, yeah, you are. Yeah, talk that shit. Spread that. But when you coming on here and you talking your shit, and somebody comes in, sure, who you think you are, and who do you, oh my God. It's not it's like shining, you just shining your light. You just in the room just chilling. And people just think you better than them. No, I didn't even say anything. I'm just sitting here. I'm just chilling. You're feeling that potent shit radiate off of me, and you see my disposition, you see my body language, I'm not bothering nobody. You offended by it because internally you know that there's some work to be done subconsciously. Right? Subconsciously there's work to be done. This is why people feel, this is why your presence, this is why I'm telling you, this is why you can't be around certain people, because they feel threatened simply by you being around. They're like, what? So collapse time by realizing that collapse time by being in the now of eternity. If God exists, question, here we go. If God exists, where does God exist? Well, here. When does God exist? Now. You waiting for God. That's creating time. That's implying that God's not right here and right fucking now. That's implications. That implies that God's not here. That implies maybe one day, and the Christians especially, they've been stretching time out this bitch. They've been probably the fucking biggest progenitors of stretching time, because the ultimate reason for us being here is a source, and they've been telling us that God is coming. When God is everywhere present, no matter where you are, no matter when you are. Can we agree? Y'all make sure y'all tap the screen. Like the live, share the live, give gifts if you feel called to, only if you feel called to. I know this sounds like a podcast, but you have to interact. TikTok is not only looking at my account, it's looking at yours too. So if you're just sitting in the live and you're not liking, they're going to assume you're a bot. And if you do content, it's going to affect your shit. Like the live, share the live, support. This is a round robin. TikTok is round robin. You got to support or you won't be supported. This is the game. I'm telling you, this is how TikTok works. Here we go. Listen. Wow. Abso-fucking-lutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. It's game over. And all you had to do was remember. And I know it's hard because you have attachments. I get it. I'm here with you. I'm here. I'm not speaking above you. I'm here in it with you. I get it. But I've just been doing this shit for so long that it's just regular to me. So I could just give it to you raw. Fuck that. I didn't have the conventional life. Right? I didn't have no 20s for real. When I turned 21, I was getting it popping. When I turned 22, it was game over for me. It was over for me. In the ways that most human beings live life. Just regular. No. It was nature. Now. No, I don't care. We don't care. We'll cook you. We will cook you if you don't go into nature. This is my highest self. This is the player of the game, the real me. Bro, I'll cook you right now. I'll drop you right now. This is how it speaks. I'll drop you if you don't go. Meaning drop the body. I'll drop you and we'll do it again. We'll recycle it. But you'll remember, but we're recycling because I was already conscious. I already remembered. But the point is that I had to follow. I had to. Who else was going to do it from my vantage point? Nobody else is going to do it from my vantage point. From your vantage point, since you're the cosmic Christ, you're going to feel the same way. That's the oneness. There's no me saying that I'm the best. I'm saying that I'm the best because I'm you. So I am the best. Aren't I? Duh. And who the fuck are you? The best from your vantage point, and you're just seeing another version of you that's talking that shit. You should be happy. You should rejoice because this version of you is doing the work on this side, in this corner of space and time. Yeah? Yeah. Here we go. Damn. All right. I know I just be. You are. All right. They want you in energetic lockdown, and that's what this energetic lockdown. When that bill come in and you read that bill, that's energetic exchange. It's all energy exchange. Some entity, some corporate entity sent you some shit to make you feel some type of way. Even if logically you actually you don't owe nobody shit. In all reality, and if you really wanted to get technical, there are ways in law that are already written for your sovereignty. There's ways to get over all of this thing, even on the paper, the trust documents and different. We're sovereign beings. They already wrote it into law. They just hide it from you. You have to claim that in which you say you are. If you claim yourself to be a sovereign being, you must claim yourself to be a sovereign being. In their game, not anymore. That shit is over. They can't fuck with me anymore. Even with papers, they can't fuck with me no more. The cosmic crisis of return. So all that paper shit is cooked for them, for me, cooked. But even if we were entrenched in the third dimension and we wanted to be truly free, we could easily file our papers, become a state national, become a whatever the fuck. It's already written in law that we're sovereign, but you have to claim it. The game was that they'd make you a paper slave and you'd believe yourself to be the paper. You believe yourself to be the fiction, the entity. Instead of the fucking living, breathing soul, the genius, the one. The sun embodied, the embodiment of the sun, the embodiment of earth. What the fuck do you think we are? We created a story that's an illusion. The story itself is a fucking illusion. It's an illusion. We're telling the story. Humans are telling the story. Humans are telling the story. Warp, Elon Musk, Trump. We're telling this fucking illusion. We're telling the illusion. What are we? We are. We are. I could break it down and tell you about the field of consciousness, that we do all that. Yeah, we just are. We are. We emerged from a field that's non-material, and yet we're experiencing materiality. We're infinity embodied. The universe embodied. All that is embodied. We're not the characters. You're not your name. That's something you designed. You're the designer. You're the fucking great designer. You designed that. And you designed Trump. And you designed Moon Man T. You designed this. You designed it, my friends. You're lost in a dream of your own making. You're lost in your own design. But that's a testimony to how brilliant the real you is, because you kind of built it. You built it with crystal. No. How'd you build it? You build it without a fucking. Oh, I had a dream last night. It just came to me. Sorry, y'all. I had a dream. All right, here we go. Lock in. Listen. What is a tree, wall, etc.? Everything. Everything that you see on an atomic level is made of the same things as everything else. Listen, when the scientists of our world that we respect wholeheartedly, we respect the science. We don't respect the spirit science, though. We respect the science. Lock in, they're all one, though. When the scientists of our world studied the material world, they saw that it was made of atoms. The particles of an atom, right, took up an insignificant amount of space within the atom. So the building blocks of the material world, which are supposed to be particles, right? These different particles are supposed to be the building blocks of the material world. They can't be regarded as material because their content is mostly empty space. So ultimately, what we see as matter is energy vibrating in a specific way at a specific frequency, giving the appearance of material objects, things, people, suns and moons and stars. So effectively, let's put this up. Let me give you an example. Effectively, it's a hologram. A holograms. This is what they've gathered from this. But you have to add a conscious observer to collapse that field of infinite possibilities, that energy, atoms and everything swirling, and you collapse that field into matter. You, the conscious observer. So, when I'm not looking at a thing, this is where attention comes into play. Follow me. This is where attention comes into play. When I'm not looking at what's behind me is infinite potentials of what could be behind me. Based on my vibration, my belief system, my diet, my frequency, and what I'm giving off, when I turn to look, a world will appear that mirrors that frequency. Right? Why do people hate Jesus so much? No one hates Jesus. Jesus exists within the etheric realms of imagination. Yeshua, Yahosha, whoever the fuck, whatever you want to name, whatever, Buddha, Tahuti, any of them. People's pushing this character on others as if they're the one, the only one, bend the knee, is the illusion that people are waking up from, which causes anger because this has been the figure that people have been saying we're waiting for, when we've been actually waiting for ourselves to wake up to the fact that we're Christ. So normally, naturally, those that are just waking up will be in anger. Right? When you're just waking up, you're mad as shit. You're like, they fucking been lying to me and they been talking about Jesus, you're mad. This is how naturally how it works when you first rise. Right? Now I know you're not talking about me. I'm just giving you how we are as humans. If somebody been lying to you for years, when you find out, you're gonna be ready to bah! You're gonna be ready to get it popping. That's where the anger awakening comes into first. It's like, what the, but then it starts to dawn on you. You're like, wait a minute. These are the versions of us, have been hiding different types of information from me. But now that I got the information says that reality is a projection of my consciousness. So on that level, that means that I created Jesus. I created Earth. I created the sun. I created all of this shit. So who the fuck is there to blame other than the Great One? This is where self-accountability comes into play in all areas of your life. But once you have the self-accountability for the creation of existence, for the creation of this reality, for the creation of this, the little earth shit is nothing. Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I tore my Achilles in 2024. I did that. I built that. I made that. I manifested that. Peace. Thank you so much, Shay. You are a jewel. Many jewels in here. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all for real, for real. Lock in. This ain't complicated. If you guys want to copy my book, please inbox me. I got a bunch of copies left. Get them while they're hot if you feel called to. If you want to support me directly, you can hit the PayPal. I don't care if it's $1. It means the absolute world to me. As we continue. You used to hoop? Yeah, I tore my Achilles playing ball. You know the melanated ones coming. You was balling, wasn't you? This nigga was balling. You was bowling. I was. And watch this though. Watch the magic. I'm trying to tell y'all, this shit is magic. Lock in, listen. 2024, I tore my Achilles. The same Achilles Kobe Bryant tore, and we're Virgos. We have our birthdays is a couple days apart. That's one synchronicity. Here's a huge synchronicity. In the history of the NBA, there were a handful, maybe a handful or two of Achilles tears from the beginning of the NBA to now. In 2024, when I tore my Achilles, even last year, even this year, there were more Achilles tears in the NBA than there's ever been in the entire history of the NBA. Think about it. If you know ball, look how many Achilles tears there were. From my vantage point, as soon as I tore my shit, I'm like, oh, I guess it's game over. And then it's not to say that I spread that like fucking curse or some shit. But it is to say that reality's a mirror. And it's time for us to get past these concepts, these ideas of celebrities and sports and all that shit is dying out. You got the energy or not? Yeah, we can be entertained, and we're giving millions and millions of dollars to these human beings. I'm nice and ball. I love ball, right? My homie just tore his Achilles, so lock in. I'm gonna give you another one that's it's crazy. I tore my Achilles, right? I tore my left Achilles playing ball in 2022. I tore my left Achilles too, playing ball in 2024. Lock in. Now, I tore my Achilles. My cousin was there. I tore it, boom, boom, boom. He walked me to the car. I had to hop. He helped me hop to the car. 2 weeks later, he went and played ball. He tore his Achilles. They're gonna be like, you're a fucking curse. I'm like, nah, it's not that. It's just that we're all being taught something through this. The NBA players, even the football players, they're tearing their Achilles left and right. It's because we're at the end of the fucking spectacle. And Source is like, I'm cooking all of you. I'm cooking all of you. We gonna make sure that the Moon Man T's of the world, the 360 Alchemists of the world, right? Get the so-called light that y'all been getting. It's a reverse. And it's not about the me that you see. It's not my ego. It's what I'm emitting. It's the energy that I'm giving off. The energy that I'm giving off calls for wealth. It calls for attention. It calls for energy. Why? Because I have a purity about me. And in that purity, the Source knows the way that I will dispense this money, the way that I will give, the way that I will serve, the way that I will love. I was born to be a leader. And so are you. That's the reason why your heart was so heavy when it came to being in these particular environments, around particular people. Because you're such a lover and you're such a giver, and there's fucking demons. Here we go. I'm about to go into something else. Y'all make sure y'all like the live, share the live, give gifts if you feel called to, only if you feel called to. Y'all ready? We say that the third dimension, we say that the fourth, fifth, these higher dimensions, fifth, sixth, these higher dimensional realities are the realities of heaven. Don't we? Do we believe that the higher dimensional realities is that of heaven, right? We call it heaven, right? Yes or no? I got you. I'm going somewhere with this. Okay? The higher dimensional realities, we perceived it as heaven. We perceive the angels to be there, the interdimensional, extra-dimensional beings, and future versions of ourselves. All of this in this realm. If that's the realm of heaven, then what's the realm of hell? I'm going to say it again. So you can know what the fuck we've been in this whole time. If the higher dimensional frequencies of reality are what we consider as heaven, where the angels dwell, right? And the heavenly body, and the soul, the oversouls, and all of these different and the ascended masters dwell in these higher dimensions. Then us in the third dimension, what was hell? Who were the demons? Who were the demons? Someone answer it. What was hell and who was the demons? We. Can you feel it? Wait, what? What is he talking about? No, think about it. The realm that we existed in, the third dimension of expression, was the dimension of forgetfulness. We did not know who we were. We are actually one. We're actually one. There's only one consciousness. If that's the case, the realm that we exist in regards to separation would fuel someone who feels that they're separate to be demonic. Because fuck you. Who are you? Well, I'm you. Well, I don't remember that, so fuck you. That's hell. That's demonic energy. That's where we were in the self-improvement, the self-discovery, the self-realization. We were acting as exorcists on ourselves, exercising our demons, exercising those thoughts, exercising those feelings. You were the exorcist and the demon. You were the God and you were the devil. You were in hell and you were in heaven. And it was you the whole time, with other examples that were being shown by projections of you within the scape of reality in this realm. Hope it makes sense. Of course it does. Like the live, share the live, give gifts if you feel called to. Only if you feel called to. Please support if you feel called to. We acted as both, right? Now lock in. Now let's do it again. Let's work. Now, if we're third dimensional beings, or we were third dimensional beings that claim ourselves to be in the third dimension or whatever the case is, and we claim that we were raising our vibration to a higher density, a higher dimension, when you finally reach that vibration, let me not skip a step because this is important. In these realms of expression, of God's expression in these realms, space and time are illusory. So those beings can look in on time. Not only look in on time, they can manifest themselves within time to send you signs, symbols, and synchronicities. I'm an angel who manifested itself in time to do that. Lock in. Beyond space-time, these beings dwell. So they look in on space-time, but you're claiming yourself to be a being that's raising your consciousness to that level. So when you finally do raise yourself to that level, you realize that it was you the whole time. You were guiding you. You were sending yourself the signs. You were sending yourself the signals. You were doing it from beyond space-time. It was a fucking, you're a psychopath. You're the greatest psychopath of all time. You built a realm where you'd forget. You keep part of your essence outside of space-time. Look in on it. Send yourself signs and signals to wake yourself within your own fucking game. What the fuck did you do? You're the best. You're the best. You don't even know it. You just, whatever, I guess life. No. We've ascended. We're home. We've turned heaven to earth. We've turned heaven to earth. Period. You're back. I'm back. We're back. Gather yourself. Call your energy back. It works. And when you call it back, make sure you're using it for something. Because when we have a tendency to call our energy back, and then we'll have a heightened sense of energy, and then we'll do all the destructive shit because we feel the sense of anxiety. That's what happens. You'll call your energy back. Think about how, this is free game, man. Think about how much energy you've spent in the Matrix. Peace. Think about it. Think about how much energy that you've spent in the Matrix. You call that energy back, that's a lot of fucking energy, bro. That's a lot of energy. So you have to do something with it. This is when it's said, be creative, sing, dance, create a business. I don't know, do something. Use the energy, because when you call your energy back, you're gonna have a lot of energy. And when you use that energy, it will garner tangible, brilliant results, because you're not trying to create your dreams from lack, from fear, from low energy. You've called your energy back, and now you're using that energy for your betterment. I felt this on the wake up. Whoa, peace. Ooh, you felt that? Here we go. High consciousness today. No, for real though. Yesterday was, this whole September. September, like I said, has been the most powerful month in human history. And I mean that with every ounce of my body. I mean that with every fiber of my being. September has been the most powerful month in the history of humanity. You wasn't there in 1773. Yes, I was. You always help confirm things for me, like build on things I already know. That's why you designed me. That's why you put me here. Hey, look, come back. Please come back to Earth. Come back to Earth. So we can fucking finish this movie out. So we can cook it. My solar return day is September 1st. You came in off of rip with the high energy. This is a high energy time. This is a high energy time, my fucking sweet friends, my geniuses, my masters, the greatest of all time. Y'all worried about ETs and y'all worried about other dimensional beings when they looking in on you like y'all are the fucking best. Look at these motherfucking earth beings. Look what y'all did. Y'all went to the deepest and darkest portions of matter. Y'all went to the furthest reaches of the light of God. Do you know what tremendous power that takes? What tremendous dedication it takes to follow the path back home? While being entrenched in sensory reality, sensory apparatuses that give you sensations and feelings and food and sex and drugs and all that stuff, and then you can get easily lost in your senses, and you like all that stuff. All this stuff is, oh my God, and you get lost in your senses and you forget. Lost in a dream of your own making. Go ahead. Okay. Lost in the source, for real. Cosmic Christ, what's good? Peace in the now of the one. Cosmic crystals, all my brilliant ones are back. Is we lined or what? Meet me here. Meet me here. I'm just out here in the illusion just talking for a little while. But y'all meet me right here. I'll be here, and we will, listen, every frequential, if that's a word, every vibratory reality exists already in its perfection. It's already done. It's already done, right? You as a conscious being has to choose, or you choose it. And when we choose, the mirror has to mirror it back, because that's what life itself is a mirror. A lot of energy back there. Peace. Y'all ready? Lock in. Here we go. I'm gonna give y'all the example, the nice little example that I like to give in regards to the mirror, right? Fruitless is the protest. Fruitless is the hell no, we won't go with a cardboard sign in New York City. Fruitless. Why? Because reality is only giving us a mirror. It's only putting up a mirror to humanity on a collective level and a mirror to humanity on an individual level. So you see your mirror in your life as your cycles and as your karmic ties. That's your mirror. That's your reality. That's what you've built. You do not, listen, when you wake up in the rising and you go to the mirror and you look and your hair is like fucking wrapped up and fucked up, you don't scratch at the mirror. You don't scratch the mirror. You don't try to change your hair by changing the mirror. The mirror is only reflecting back to you that your hair is fucked up. So what do? You leave the mirror. You walk away from the mirror. You cooked up, you get it popping, you fix your shit, you boop, 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 boop. Then you look back in the mirror, and the mirror reflects the change that you did on your fucking self. Now, can we put that in terms of actual reality? If life itself that I see is mirroring me in all ways, shapes, and forms, if that's the case, I'm not gonna change anything by, why are you like this, life? What are you doing? It's just mirroring back who I am. What I have to do is step away from the mirror, change my inner world, or change my hair, change my conception of myself, my conception of the world, and then go back out into the mirror of life. And it has no choice but to mirror back that change. The problem is with those that are on the journey, the mirror doesn't reflect it back fast enough because there's a delay. Imagine Imagine walking in front of the mirror and no reflection comes in yet. And it's a delayed reflection, and then you just jump in like, yo. You're like, where the fuck were you been? Well, it's a delayed reflection here. Like, you've spent so much energy in the reality away from the mirror. You thinking that, you've been spending so much energy fighting the mirror, trying to change the mirror by scratching at it, breaking it, trying to change the life, trying to change the physical world, that now that you're actually realizing the secret, which is to go within, there's a delay. But the delay shortens and shortens and shortens and shortens the more you stay in the now, the more you stay in your brilliance, the more you remember, the more you go through the cycles and patterns of your life and react differently. React as the one who remembers. React as the one who remembers that you're just showing me a mirror. Oh yeah, I didn't love myself. I didn't believe in myself, so I attracted you. sending you love, but releasing you. But we get attached. Oh, I love you though. Why aren't you loving me? Why aren't you loving me? What the fuck? You're spewing. You designed me not to love you because you don't love yourself. But once you finally love yourself, you will attract and you will reflect. Someone will reflect that back to you. But you waiting. What you waiting for? Another karmic tie to show you that you don't fucking love yourself? What are you waiting for? Another fucking bank, your bank get drained, or you're waiting for all of the fucking bad shit because that's what you expect. You're expecting it. You're expecting betrayal. It's familiar to you. It's a program running that you're expecting to happen. So you're attracting it. It's a feedback loop. The world is only giving you you. Y'all make sure y'all like the live, share the live, give gifts if you feel called to. Light it up, y'all. Light this shit up. Light it up, or I'm getting out of here. I'm gonna be honest with you. I need y'all to like it. And they don't gotta give no money. But like the live and share the live with your people. TikTok is watching. I don't want to be like, oh, there's just a lot of people in here, but nobody's doing anything. His shit must be boring. Peace. Gratitude. Here we go. You are the work. You're the work. Ask a question. What about Trump? You're the work. Well, what about you're the work? You think that these things that are happening within your consciousness are out of reach, but they're in your consciousness. What the fuck is wrong with you? You think that the things within your consciousness, the events, the people, the United Nations that I visited yesterday and crushed their ass, you think that these things within your consciousness are out of reach, but they're in your consciousness. They're in your awareness. The belief that it's powerful has given it the power. And then en masse, as a collective, we don't remember that we're sovereign souls. We're at the whim of the fucking material world. No, you're the dreamer of life, lost in its own dream, waking up to its dream and beginning to dream lucid. Time is collapsing because you're learning how to think properly. And as you learn how to think properly, you, the great one, the ascended one, the master, will begin to create reality instantaneously. As soon as the thinker thinks, it will appear, because the thinker is in alignment with cosmic awareness, with the cosmic codes, with the sun, with the earth. You getting out there, you loving on the earth as the earth ascends the same way as you do. We're on a planet, y'all. This is the thing that they don't want you to think about. They want you to, well, I got the bills, and I got the bills, and I got the bills. It's like, look around, you're on a fucking planet in a universe with a fucking plasma fireball in the sky that feeds you and all the other shit. But you going to the supermarket getting chopped cheeses and Doritos. And you wondering why you can't process nothing. You wondering why you can't even take a shit. With respect. Because you're out of touch with the natural environment. The natural environment that was designed to give off a particular frequency to help you remember who the fuck you are. And in remembering who you are, you help everyone. Even if they don't fuck with you, you don't gotta fuck with me. I know you don't like me because I'm radiating some shit, but eventually you'll get it and I'll forgive you because you were playing a literal role. A literal role. You're not mom, brother, friend, cousin, but that's not who you are. You're a sovereign soul playing a particular role, and the me that's shining so bright is triggering the ego you, the character you, the you think you are. So why would I be mad at you or blame you in any way, shape, or form? When you rise, I will embrace you with open arms as your brother would. As Christ would. Because I know you're just playing that role and you don't remember. Oh, they don't remember. They know not what they do. They know not what they do. They playing a role. They don't know. They don't remember. They're sovereign souls. We've been to many star systems, many realities. We've been everywhere. We've done all of this. The only thing that we didn't do was the thing we're doing now. In this way. This is why this is so important. This is why the entirety of existence is looking in on us. This is why every fucking reality that you can think of is looking in on this, like, whoa, whoa, planetarium Earth. The regal theaters of Earth. Are they going to do it? Yeah, we're going to do it. Yes. And we've done it. Like the live, share the live, give gifts if you feel called. We've done it. There's no delay. No more delay. Stop. No more delay. There's no more delay. There's no more delay. Stay with me in the now. And as you go about your day, there are going to be people who try to get you to go back into your mind. And I'm going to give you an example of how. I'm giving you the fucking cosmic codes. Listen, you'll go about your day, and the mundane conversations will try to lead you back to your mind. Hey, how are you? I'm good. Did I hear about what? Did you hear about this? And they're going to talk about something about fucking 3D, and you're going to go in your mind. No, I didn't actually. Now you're out of the moment. Now you left the moment. You left. They got you. You left eternity and went into the you created a pocket universe. And more than likely they're talking about Trump or some shit, or fucking Israel or some shit. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about, but they talk about something, and then they want you to think about it. They want you to use your consciousness, and they're agents. They don't know they're agents. They don't know that they're working on behalf of an energy that's trying to further itself while it's dying. They don't know that they're working on behalf of an energy that's trying to further itself because it's dying, because they're picking up all of the brainwashing from that world. So when you're speaking to the other human beings, all they know is that program. So they're going to speak from that program. Well, today this happened, and today, and you're going to be like, okay. But since you're the one who remembers, you remember that they need to feel comfortable in what they heard on the news, the energy exchange they had with the news. It's like they have to get it off, right? It's no different than you going through something traumatic, something happening to you very traumatic, and you just wanting to speak about it, right? Like, I want to talk to somebody about this because, and then it's like we call it trauma dumping, right? It's no different. So when I'm interacting with the media and the news, and that energy is in me, it's in my body. It's like, what the fuck? Yo, I want to talk to you about something. What the fuck do you want to talk to me about? Fucking paragraph about the third dimension, paragraph about how they feel. This is no shade. This is no offense. It's just what it is. So as you go out into reality and you speak with the human beings, stay here. Stay in the now as they're speaking. Don't go into your mind. They want you to imagine. Oh my God, I'm telling you, they want you to transmute for them. All of them. They need you to transmute for them. Because if I'm speaking to you about a traumatic event and a traumatic experience, as I'm speaking about it, I'm giving off the same exact emotions as I'm giving off the same exact emotions as if I'm feeling them. The shit happened already. It might have been a week ago, 2 weeks ago, but I'm feeling the emotions as if it's happening in the now, and I'm spreading that to you. As I'm speaking, it's not to say that we shouldn't talk to each other and help each other, but most people are doing it covertly, and they're doing it in a way that's just trying to snatch your energy. Yeah, because I'm like, oh my God. And this is not to say that I don't help people. This is not to say that I don't speak to people. This is not to say that I don't transmute and help people. But I do it with discernment. And I'm always in the now. Even as people are telling me their problems, I'm not going in my mind to try to fucking envision the problem. I'm staying right here where we're at in the now. That problem existed in the past. And you're going in your mind because the trauma's still there. But you're spreading it, this idea to me so that I can take it on and transmute it for you. So as you're speaking, I'm just staying in the now. I'm not going in my mind. I'm not leaving this environment right here. This is all there is. I'm not leaving. I'm not going in my mind. You're going in your mind to express it. And as you express it, I just transmute it. Oh, yeah? I'm quiet. I don't talk. Y'all hear me talk more than anybody in my life. I don't like talking. I just like being. I just like being. People like, I'll be like, you still have trauma. You still have trauma, low key. You don't even know it. You have trauma because you can't stop talking. Silence is the God. In the silence, if you know, then you know. What I got to talk to? Why do I have to say anything? I already fucking know. This is not to say that we won't have conversations, but speaking is a distortion. Even me speaking right now, you get what I'm saying because the depths in which you're able to understand what I'm conveying to you is the depths in which I've gone within myself. So I'm expressing that depth, and the way that I'm able to articulate it to you, you get it. But the words are fruitless anyway, but you just get it because I'm good at what I do. But when you... 77 people wouldn't be in here if I was just in here like this. Telepathically communicating with y'all. I'm like, somebody's talking. We used to talking. Somebody's talking. And the act of me expressing the energy that exists within me via the mechanisms that I have, which is speaking, feels good to you. Because there's an energy underneath what I'm saying of love, of intention. And I mean it, and I care about you, and I care about this. And when I articulate what I'm saying, you feel that, and it's the reason why you want to be around. I would still stay though. Love your face. Peace. Thank you so much. You built it. Good job. Authenticity is higher vibe than even love. I agree. Well, unconditional love to me is the highest of all the vibrations. Unconditional love. What does that mean? A lot of us hear unconditional love and we have no clue what that actually means. Unconditional love is simple. I put no conditions on you. I know that on the level of reality that we exist on, a play is being played out. I know that. I know that you are a sovereign soul that exists beyond all of this. I know that too. Since I know that, what you do within space-time is of no consequence to me. I love you eternally. I love you with no conditions. And then the crowd will come in, well, what if somebody did this and what if somebody did that? That's within time. That's all an illusion, and they will get theirs. They will get the energy they put out. But I must hold the space to love them unconditionally because I know it's just a fucking movie. And that if somebody cooks me, don't cook them. They'll get what they're supposed to get. If somebody cooks me in this lifetime, which they can't, fuck with me. But if they did, I wouldn't even want you to blame or be mad at them. Don't be mad at them. It's a movie. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Especially now, because I have the full range of my powers back. I'm not, there's no reincarnating. I could choose now. I could just choose any, I can, yeah. Like the live, share the live, give gifts if you feel called to, only if you feel called to. I appreciate every single one of you as if you are me because you are me. You Gucci. I can go home now. We're already in heaven, y'all. We're already in the realms of where dead people go. That's why you can hear them more. That's why they're sending you so much signs now. That's why you see everything, because you're here. You're in the after. You're in the hereafter. But you just got a body. You completed the mission. That's the point. Was to become heaven, crystallize the body, transmute it to become more quasi-physical, not quite physical, not quite fully energetic, quasi-physical, to where dream-like scenarios are able to be manifested through you, through us. We're no longer manifesting on behalf of these versions of ourselves, these dark versions of ourselves that will keep humanity subjugated. Right? This is exactly why many people are leaving the church. This is why people are leaving politics. This is why people are leaving. They're leaving. They don't want to fucking do it. People are leaving their jobs. People don't want to do it anymore. They're cooking it. They're like, I don't want to do that. There's something more here. And you fucking billionaires and whatever the fuck, like, they already know. A lot of them are already cooked. They're not even on the planet anymore. We just think that they are. A lot of them are not even on the planet no more. A lot of them are not even on the planet anymore. We just think they are. The gates, the floodgates are wide open. Don't be surprised you get a knock on your door here. Just fucking take it. I'm done. But please let me in. Like, it's like they want to get let in the gate so bad. We don't have to subscribe to what isn't for us. Indeed, you don't have to subscribe to what isn't for you, but you should subscribe to Moon Man T's channel. At the bottom, subscribe. Become a subscriber today if you feel called to. It helps me tremendously. It helps me continue to help the collective the way that I do, so I don't have to even think about any of that other shit, even though I don't. I'm I'm me. But if y'all want to support me directly, you can. You can hit the PayPal, excuse me, if you feel called to. Only if you feel called to. I don't care if it's $1, it means the world. Thank you very fucking much. Peace. It's time. I'm going to show up uninvited. I suggest y'all do the same. Well, you were invited, so you're good. Right? Soak up the sun. Get the energy. Ground yourself. Go within. Meditate. Be fucking quiet and just allow your soul to speak. It's going to speak. It's going to speak. It has to get through that noise first. All that noise, all that 3D shit you be talking about, all the gossip you be entertaining, all that stuff is going to come up. It's going to surface while you're in nature. It's going to surface while you're meditating. Your job is not to attach to it. Your job is not to attach to it. Your job is to watch it like you're watching a movie. When you're meditating and that shit that happened when you was 25 comes up, you're supposed to watch it like a movie. You're not supposed to attach to it and give it your energy as if it's happening now. You're supposed to allow it to play out in your mind and observe it. As you observe it, you begin to heal it. Because that's all. The only reason why it's coming up is because you buried it. So it wants to come up to the surface to be witnessed by the great one, you. Not the baby, not the crybaby, not the one who went through it, not that being, the one who remembers that they were supposed to go through it. And you watch it. Oh, yeah, I remember. Oh, yeah, they cheated on me or whatever the fuck, whatever life shit you went through. Oh, okay, yeah, I'll see. Oh, you're coming. If you don't, it will manifest as a disease. If you don't, it will manifest as pain. If you don't, it'll manifest in your physical world as more looping mechanisms, more looping realities. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate y'all. I'm getting out of here. I love you so much. If you guys wish to support me, please do in any way, shape, or form. You guys can become subscribers. It's $2.99 per month for those who wish to become subscribers. 11:11 on the clock. Let us go in. Peace. I love y'all. I'll see you soon. Ashe.